Ethereum emergency update. 2 days ago, we said Ethereum is likely to smash $1,500, and yesterday it did. It's like we have our own crystal ball where we can see what's going to happen in the future, and that's how we make money from the markets. But I use a very simple methodology, which I'm going to share, called the 4 secrets, and you're going to see that unfold time and time again. So let's dive straight into Ethereum and see what's likely to occur next. So this was the video I did 2 days ago. Ethereum is likely to smash $1,500. And what we said was there's a particular pattern position. You know, the patterns are a reflection of psychology. And we said there's likely to be a low over here, see this impulse to the upside, and see this overextension in the range of $1,500. And it was right there. And literally as of yesterday, this happened almost just perfectly. And we was anticipating it in advance. And the reason is the markets are relatively predictable when you know what drives the markets. And I just use something called the 4 secrets. So this is now a daily chart. So what we saw yesterday, if I just zoom in on the daily, is this over here. We was looking down here and we had this big bar to the upside, really, really nice and aggressive. And then we are currently at around just under $1,500 with Ethereum. So what we're going to focus on today is what's likely to occur next. But before I do, if you don't mind, I'm actually inviting you to join my private community. If you want to work closer with me, make money from the markets, really learn the 4 secrets. Well, first of all, the next step is take my free masterclass so you can really see what really drives the markets as opposed to what you think drives the markets. People get it wrong all the time, way too much focused on the news. Fundamentals are already baked in. So learn the 4 secrets. If you like it, you can join my private community. You can buy my courses. We got a massive discount right now. We do live workshops on Saturday. So you're more than welcome. And then I will look after you and work closer with you. So by the way, that's free. Did I tell you it's free? It's free. It's really for you to get a flavor for what I'm about and what we are doing over here. So with Ethereum, there's a couple of things that are really, really important to now know. And we said this days ago and weeks ago as well, is we have something called a pattern reversal signal. So this is called an ABC, right? Markets tend to move in 5s and 3s, time and time again. And if you can really understand that, you'll see the markets from a whole different viewpoint. And then this wave A is a really important figure over here. There's this price. Why? Because we've had something called a price overlap. Yesterday, the price went over this black line over here, closed in that range, and that's a strong signal that this low is very likely to hold. Very likely to hold. Now, this move to the upside, this 5-wave move to the upside, what we're likely to see over the coming weeks with Ethereum, we said this time and time again, but just so it's really, really clear, is we're more than likely going to see a movement towards $3,000 over the coming weeks, not tomorrow, not overnight, but ups and downs. But overall, the movement is up. The trend is up. The trend is looking very, very positive. So what we're going to focus on is really the immediate move to the upside. What should you be focused on with Ethereum over the next few days? That's what we're going to focus on today. So I'm just going to zoom in right over here. We'll keep this like so. It's going to really, really zoom in so we can just focus on the blue section. So we've been really focused. This was the CPI announcement. Trend reversals in crypto and a lot of markets right now are reversing on the 13th, the CPI announcement. Last one was on the, was it 13th? Yeah, it was the 13th. Where there's nice move to the upside, ABC correction. We're anticipating this. This is what we're anticipating. This is what we did the video on that wave 3. We've hit a 1.618, which is a typical wave 3 zone. We should anticipate probably a bit more movement to the upside, but by or before the 29th of October, we got this time ratio. How did we get this? It's called a low to high. Typical maximum wave 3s in terms of price and time. Time takes, it's something called a low to high, where the next high is very likely to occur. There's a few other things we can also do to narrow this down even more. But what we're anticipating is one more move to the upside, wave 3. We should anticipate some type of correction like this wave 2 called a wave 4. And then one more move to the upside. And that probably be another 3 weeks in total. And this will finish the initial sequence of a 5-wave move. And what you want to compare it to is this over here. You see the yellow wave count? This initial move to the upside? Well, this is like the initial move to the upside of the new expansion of the market, the new buying power that's coming into the market. And then as we saw the pullback over here, we would anticipate some type of pullback over here, which is a positive sign. Why? Because this is very impulsive. If it unfolds like this, then this is like a breather. It needs a rest period before the next expansion, the next bullish part of the move, similar to what we saw over here, this next part of the bullish move. But because it's the next wave sequence, it tends to be more exaggerated, more buying power again. So what we're looking at over here is the next impulse over here. So next few days, sideways to up between now and the 29th of October. I anticipate some type of pullback and then another move up. We'll keep a very, very close eye on this because we're still looking to trade this long. But the grander picture is sideways to up is a really, really positive sign for Ethereum. So if you want to work closer with me, next step is check out my 4 Secrets Masterclass. It's free, but it's really to give you a flavor of how to really read the trend, how to read pattern position and price ratios, etc., etc. If you like it, take my courses. There's a massive discount right now. You can join my private community, and then I will look after you. I always like to finish on a quote. I normally have my book present, but I've actually got my cat on my lap. My cat's on my lap sleeping, so I'm not going to disturb him this morning. My book's over there, which you can also download for free as well. The quote that I really want to get across today is, the trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend. Now the Ethereum trend is becoming more established in terms of becoming more convincing to the upside. That buying pressure is coming in. We would anticipate corrections, and we want to really just look for long opportunities and more long opportunities over the coming days and weeks and potentially months, because that low that we saw, what we're calling a 2 or B, that's probably gonna hold for a very long time if the trend really, really takes off. So the trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend.